How to edit a website with Webflow, full walkthrough for beginners. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a very big walkthrough on how you're going to be able to edit a website using Webflow. It's one of the most powerful no-code web design platforms on the internet, and whether you're a beginner who just opened your first Webflow project or someone trying to customize a site template, this tutorial is going to walk you through everything you need to know to confidently edit your website. Now, let's start with a quick look at what Webflow actually is. Now, Webflow is a visual website builder. Okay, it's going to let you design, build, and launch fully responsive websites without needing to write code. Unlike basic drag and drop builders, Webflow gives you complete control over HTML, CSS, and animations, but it does so through an intuitive visual interface. It's used by startups, agencies, and solo creators who want professional results without relying on developers. So, if you want to actually create an account on Webflow and get started, to do this for yourself, what you're going to be doing is you're going to come over to webflow.com's website, and we're going to click on Get Started. It's free. Now, once we're over here, I'm going to be using my email to sign in with it. You can use your Gmail if you want to. So I'm going to add that right there. And now it's going to ask me to create a new password. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Now, once we have added the consistent characters, we're simply going to click on Create Account. And once we click on Create Account, it's going to take us straight to our Webflow dashboard. Now over here, it is going to go through with the onboarding. So let's say I'm going to provide it the details. So once it does that, it says, who do you want to build websites for? So there's clients, there's myself, and even my company. So let's say I'm going to go with myself for now. And are you a student? I'm going to go with no. What type of site are you looking to build today? Let's say I want to go ahead and build something like a portfolio. I'm going to go with that. And are you interested in hiring someone to help build your site today? So let's say I'm going to go with no. And we're finally going to click on finish. Now, once we have done that, from there, as you can see, it's going to load you through. And now it's going to say select a way to get started. Okay. So I'm basically going to close all of that for now, and I'm going to take myself into the dashboard. All right. So this is what your dashboard is going to look like. So whenever you log in, you're going to come to this Webflow dashboard where you're going to be seeing all of your project thumbnails. Okay. So all your project thumbnails are going to appear over here in your sites section. So you basically click on a project to open the designer, or you can also click on new website, which is basically Webflow's editing interface. Now, the screen is split into several panels, and your canvas is in the center, the navigator on the left, and style panel on the right. The canvas is basically going to be your live website. So let's say I'm going to open up the blank canvas, click on create site. And once you do that, as you can see, this is how your canvas is going to basically look like. And obviously it loads you in pretty quickly. And the best part is that it's not too difficult to get along with as well. So as you can see, our editor in the center, navigator on the left, style panel on the right, and the canvas is our live website. Every element is basically going to be clickable, editable, and can be styled directly. Now, let's say you want to change a heading. Simply click on the heading in the canvas, okay? So you simply come up here in this section, you go on plus, and now it's going to ask us to, give us sections. So there's the heading section. You come here, add up the heading, and now you can simply write any text, like portfolio, okay? So just like this, you can add a heading for yourself, okay? Now, you'll see its properties appear on the right panel as well. So over on these properties, you can change the text, font, color, size, alignment, spacing, all in one place. Now, these styles correspond directly to CSS. So even if you don't know CSS, Webflow helps you learn it visually. You can also adjust margins and paddings according to yourself. Okay, all those can be set through the style and settings section that is provided to you through all of the settings. All right. Now, once we have added something like this for ourselves, what you can do to move on is edit sections. Now, if you're editing sections, Webflow uses a box model layout system. So that basically means every element is nested inside containers. So if you want to add a new section, use the add panel on the top left. So this is the add panel setting. So I'm going to add a section, and there's our section, right? You can obviously expand the size of it, but let's say I want to go ahead and add something over here. Let's go with Navibar. Okay, so here's my Navibar. I'm going to add it right here, and obviously we're going to add it inside the section. And as you can see, it gets added in your section right here in the navigator as well, where you can, interact with it as a drop-down menu. So let's say once you've added this, I'm gonna go ahead and change a little of the coloring, okay? Because I'm not, going pretty well with the white coloring it's giving me. So once I'm over here, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna slowly bring it down. Now the color is transparent, but I'm gonna go right up to it, and as you can see, it's gonna allow me to change it. So I'm gonna keep it to somewhat this, okay? And now the basic plain white background that we have, I'm going to go ahead and change the color for that as well. I'm going to keep it dark. Now, once all of that is done, this is where you can start working with the actual fun stuff, okay? Because, all of this is going to include everything from headings and paragraphs to images, div blocks, sliders, and even buttons if you come over to the add elements section. So, div block, list item, and even buttons with text link, collection list, image, video, even YouTube links, where you can basically display a YouTube video on your page. And all of that is pretty simple. Now, moving on from elements, you can also go ahead and include a layout for yourself. All right. So let's say I want a gallery view in my body. And as you can see, that is what it's going to be providing us. So just like this, you can go ahead and edit this individually as well. You can make this look much better accordingly to what your requirements are going to be. Again, change the color around for something you think is going to work better. And just like this, things are going to be in your hands. Now let's talk about editing images and backgrounds. So if you want to edit an image, click any image to replace it using the Asset Manager, or change background images by selecting a section and scrolling to the background tab. So let's say I'm over here on this gallery image, and once we come over here to go ahead and change the image, it's pretty simple to do so. All you're going to do is double click on it, click on Choose Image, okay? And once we click on Choose Image, it's going to bring you here. So over here, what you're simply going to be doing is you're going to be dropping files. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and upload this one. And once this is over here, you're simply going to do is you're going to drag and drop this. Okay, just like that. Boom. There's your first image. And just as so, you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again for all the pictures. Choose image, open up the asset manager, go over to upload your photo of choice. And once your photo of choice is here, there you go. Just like that, put it in the canvas. So that is basically, you can change your images and backgrounds as well. You can also add video backgrounds, gradients, or even parallax scrolling effects to give your site a very modern feel. And I feel like it's a pretty good and decent element for general uses of animated websites, and you don't really need to know a lot about JavaScript or any modern CSS or HTML techniques, because obviously Webflow lets you do it all from one place, from one editorial section. Now, if you want to make your website responsive, Webflow makes that extremely easy, as I told you. So at the top center, you can see the devices icon, right? So in these devices icon, you have desktop, tablet, and mobile. Now you can click through, each one to adjust your layout for different screen sizes. So let's say I'm going to go over to tablet and it's going to change that. Now Webflow doesn't just shrink your site. It lets you fully customize how each version looks. So your site actually feels perfect, designed on every single device. You can also move over to the interactions, where basically Webflow supports animations and scroll effects natively. So you can open the interactions panel from the element trigger. Okay. So the interactions panel is generally going to be over here. There's a lot of panels over here, but here in interactions panel, it's going to give you element trigger. So what you're going to do is select an element on the canvas, then click plus above to animate the selected element when a user interacts. So let's say I'm going to come over here, okay? Or let's say I'm going to come over here. Once we do that, what you're going to be doing from here is just click on the plus above. You're going to create a component for it and interaction trigger. Let's say if the mouse hovers over it, we want it to grow. And I'm going to give it a 19 ms delay. I'm going to go with grow in. And as you can see, you get a preview right there. That is what it's going to look like. And so on more. You can also go over a hover out where I just wanted to drop out. So just like that. Now, once you obviously publish your website, that is what you're going to be seeing. And you can choose from options like on scroll, on click, on page load. You can basically animate the opacity, movement, scale, and much more. So for example, you can create any fade in event or effect like this where an image appears as you scroll, all without a single line of JavaScript, because usually these are JavaScript features that you're seeing just like this. Now, another powerful feature that Webflow provides you is the CMS, or the content management system. So if you're editing a blog or product page, Webflow's CMS collections let you update content dynamically. You can add a collection for blog posts, connect fields like title, image, author, and publish date, and then design one template page that auto-populates for every post. This is perfect for your blogs, portfolios, or even e-commerce sites. Now, finally, let's talk about our publishing. So when you're done editing your website, what you're simply going to do is you're just going to hit this publish button right here. And once you've hit the publish button, you're going to go ahead with publish to selected domains. Now, obviously, you are going to need to have domains for that. And once you have done that, basically that goes ahead and publishes your whole website onto the domain. Now, Webflow hosts your site with blazing fast CDN performances, great SSL security, and even global availability. You can publish to a free Webflow IO domain or connect your own custom domain with just a few clicks. Now, if you ever need to export your site code, Webflow gives you clean HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that you can host pretty much anywhere that you want. Now, in terms of pros and cons, the biggest benefit of Webflow is going to be the balance between visual control and technical depth. You can basically design pixel perfect websites with dynamic behavior, animations, and full CMS features, all pretty much without coding. So, yeah, that's a pretty incredible thing to have. Now, on the downside, there is a learning curve. It's much more complex than Wix or even Squarespace, and the pricing can be pretty high if you want advanced features like CMS hosting or client billing. So, to wrap up, editing a website in Webflow is incredibly flexible once you get the hang of it. It will combine design, logic, and animation in one place, making it the perfect tool for designers. Now, designers, entrepreneurs, and freelancers out there are going to love this tool. And I hope this video truly helped you feel more confident navigating and customizing your Webflow site. So if you found this video helpful, please do make sure to drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, do make sure to subscribe for more tutorials, and let me know in the comments what type of Webflow site are you building. So thank you for watching this video all the way till the end, and I'll see all of you next time. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.